Hi everyone, I'm Lesley Tee. I'm back again for another little short and sweet. We are going to be riding for 20 minutes, so this is a little bit longer than our 15-minute efforts. And today we're doing a steadily building climb. Now when we did this last time round, we did steadily just increasing all the way through. This time we're going to be doing a simulation where we're riding 4-minute segments and then imagining that we have a nice little flat, a break. It's a step hill, it's a switchback, however you want to think about it. So you're going to go 4 minutes, progressively building throughout the hill. We're going to think about our cadence being maintained around a crisp climbing cadence. And another couple of minutes here where we're just getting our legs warmed into it. And then we will start our climb. We'll be looking for those little bits of flat that I like to think of as I said, switchbacks on a long climb, or little steps where you're getting a bit of false flat, bring up the leg speed, bring down the effort a little bit, and get ready for the next pitch to be a little harder. Okay? So right now, 3 to 5 out of 10 is where usually start, and some people like to start really easy, turning the pedals over. Some people like a little bit more behind the feet, but the point being, we're in warm-up mode, so don't make it too hard. I'm at a comfortable cadence, just over 90, and in the next little bit, what I'm going to do is start bringing my leg speed down. So I'm going to bring it down to 80 while I'm still in a comfy gear, and then as we're cueing the start of our hill, we're going to go into it in a nice, controlled, steady, moving towards our FTP kind of rate. 7 out of 10 at an 80 cadence. So 80 cadence right now, we're getting towards the bottom of the hill. In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to ask you to bring your gear up to that 70 to 75%, 7 out of 10 feeling, comfortably uncomfortable. We want to be nice and controlled. A lot of people smash into the bottom of a hill, way too much enthusiasm, and then can't actually build throughout it, which is what we're going to try and do today. You're on the hill in less than 10 seconds now. You're at an 80 cadence. Your gear is bringing your power up, or you're envisioning maybe the hill's doing it for you at 70 to 75%. And let's get into the rhythm. First 4-minute segment right now. Okay? Getting into this, I said comfortably uncomfortable. Mostly you trying to make it comfortable because it's a little bit more on the other side. You've got 4 whole minutes before you're going to see a false flat. And then you're going to get 1 minute of active recovery. Okay? So think about settling in here, keeping that 80 cadence. I like to think on climbs, I particularly like to think about my feet. That's where the connection to the pedal is, generating the power. Of course, there's a lot of other things that go into that, but that's where we're finally connected with the bike, pushing the pedals around, and you've got 1 minute in. Okay? Comfortably breathing. You're still in a higher aerobic state, but you're in an aerobic state, meaning you're working with oxygen. You're holding on to that cadence. Think about it, little bite-sized pieces. When you're climbing, think about being relaxed. Some people naturally love hill climbing. Yes, it does tend to be a smaller rider's forte, but there's lots of larger riders that climb really well. Okay, you're almost halfway through this segment. So halfway through, 70 to 75% effort, and holding that 80 cadence. We're not changing any of that for another 2 minutes. We're looking for that little bit of active recovery that's going to come at that switchback. Depending on where you're from, where you ride, you might have lots of available hills where you can actually go through the mental process of thinking about this, switchback coming up, ride right into it, get my recovery, be committed to it, and then out to the next pitch. The pitch afterwards is going to be harder, or we're going faster. Either way, we're going to be pushing more watts. Oh yay. Just over a minute, we're going to make that change into active recovery. One secret is to learn how little recovery you can manage with, but also convincing yourself to take the recovery. When it's coming up, you want to be able to just relax a little bit, back the gear off, a little bit of leg speed to generate the power instead of the bigger gear or bigger force, and then come back strong for the next pitch. Okay, in 30 seconds, we're going to be rolling over into that first false flat or step hill. Good job, riders. 1/3 of the hill will be done after this. Breathing a little bit clipped, for sure. Keep reminding yourself to bring your shoulders down. There's that switchback coming up now. Push right into it. Never back off the pedals too early. In 5 seconds though, we're gonna grab that recovery. 60 seconds. 2, 1, back the gear off. Bring the cadence up to where you're comfortable. So you're generating the power of 50% as easily as you can. 50%, half your max aerobic power. You might be in a group, comfortably sitting on wheels. It might be just a little downward tilt in the road. Whatever it is, take this recovery. It's valuable. Not going to get that much. Also, a place to remind yourself to drink. Little sip, 10 seconds. Bring the cadence down. You're coming out of the switchback. In 5 seconds, 80 cadence, and now we're bringing the power up a bit. 75 to 80, 2, 1, get it. Little bit steeper pitch, or the group's going a bit faster, whichever it is. Answering the call. Get yourself into it. Don't overshoot it. There's one more lift after this. Okay, maybe the grade here is 5%. If you don't know what that looks like, start paying attention when you're out. I find a lot of, a lot of comfort in knowing the grade of climb sometimes. Either A, know it's something I like, 4 to 6, maybe 7%. B, I can prepare myself mentally if it's over that 8, 9, 10, nasty percent. Okay, you've got a minute done. 3 to go like this. Awesome job. Just stay with the rhythm. Starting to feel hard. Your legs are hurting. You're just going to focus on the turnover of your feet. Focus on maintaining the cadence. Don't let the cadence drop. Your power should stay about the same if the grade is fairly constant. Awesome job. Eyes up. Crank the tunes up. If that helps you, I'll give you encouragement along the way. Lots of times I find those songs I use in training are also really good. Even if I'm not actually listening to them, get them in my head for the real-time outdoors. Other visuals, landmarks, looking at things, ticking them off. Your legs start to hurt. Break it down into little pieces. You got half of this. 4 minutes are done. Okay? Feel it through your feet. Big power now. Strong push. Coming up to another 30 seconds done. Maybe you just sighted that tree, side of the road. Ride towards that. Give yourself a pat on the back. Look for the next landmark. Okay? Closing in on our final minute. Then we're looking for the switchback again. Then we're looking for that magical recovery that isn't sitting up and relaxing entirely, still pushing into the pedals. When you learn to do that, you can do great things. 1 more minute now. 80 cadence. Hold on to it. 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds if you're counting. Cadence meter should just be delivering that feedback. Good job. 45 seconds. Rolling into that false flat. Relax. One secret I was told a long time ago is if you think you're a good climber, you picture yourself as a good climber, you may actually improve. Get it in your head. Get that visual in your head. Someone you want to emulate. Someone you would like to look like on a climb. And that may also affect the style you ride in. Okay? Less than 10 seconds. Come on, guys. Right through to the switchback. Getting ready to grab that whole 60 seconds. 2, 1. You're taking it down to 50%. You're using your cadence to bring the wattage to where you want it to be at 50%. You've got 1 more segment. 4 minutes. The pitch is steeper. Get yourself ready for it. Little sip of water. Recover, recover. I'm at 95 plus RPM. I'm using leg speed to generate a reasonable amount of this power, and the power is not high, but we're coming back onto the last pitch. 80 cadence. Start dropping your leg speed down to 80. Strong through the feet. And now 80 to 85% in your force, in your wattage, in your output. In 2, 1. Come on, guys, get after it now. Big push. I don't want to see anyone rocking from side to side. Everything's moving that way. Eyes up, shoulders down, open chest. Let yourself breathe. Strong through the feet. Count that rhythm. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. 30 seconds in already. Great job. So good, riders. Here we go. Gonna eat up this last 3.5 minutes. If it helps, use your breathing as a little bit of a monitor. Let yourself take in that oxygen. Don't cheat it. Don't cheat it. You want every little bit that you can get. Awesome job. Knees tracking forward. We're not bouncing around. If you're on a mountain bike, you don't want to be heavy on the handlebars, gravel bike, any bike, but especially off-road, you don't want to be pushing in to the ground, front wheel twitching around. Power stroke, down, butt, muscles, glutes, quads, calves, into your feet. Bring it back up around. Shins, hamstrings, hip flexors. Here we go. You've got 90 seconds done. Hold on to this now. 80 to 85%. Not easy. Big push. And building lactate a little bit faster than you can clear it with the amount of oxygen. That's why I say breathe. Take it in. Use it. Last 2 minutes. Come on, guys. Come on. Everybody, roll it up this last 2 minutes. One little quick feet piece after that. Come on, now let's imagine there's someone up the road. Someone you maybe let go at the bottom. You're closing in on them. Hold on to that cadence. Don't cheat yourself. Come on, strong through the feet. Focus on that. 90 seconds to go. That's the top. A little wind up right across the finish line at the end. Come on. Stay committed. Get a little fierce if it's hurting. Everybody's legs hurt. Everybody's legs hurt. Mine hurt. 80 RPM, come on. Keep it right there. We're into our last minute. Come on. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. Think you can. Let's make it all the way now. 60 seconds to go. Come on. Last little bit coming up. Turn it over. Turn it over. Really good. Just focus on that cadence. Strong in your feet. Strong connection to the pedals. Come on. Drive it home now. Almost at that magical 30 seconds to go. You got it now. 30. Come on, you can wind it up a little bit if you want. You're near the top. 80 RPM. A little bit more if you want. Last 20 seconds. Come on. Look past the finish line. You're gonna ride that last little bit. Active recovery before you stop completely. 10 seconds. All the way now, come on. 5, 3, 2, back it off. Don't sit up right away. Do this last little bit over the crest. Little false flat, right at the top. Get yourself to that 50%. Come on. This is the icing. Teach yourself to do this. High cadence, not high output. But the bike is propelling forward, still gaining real estate. 30 seconds to go, come on. All the way now, all the way. 30 seconds. Take it right across the line. Come on, push, push. It's not a hard workload. It's just mentally hard to keep going. You've got your last 10 seconds coming up. Here you go. Come on. Less than 10 now. 5, 3, 2, 1, and easy. Back the gear off. Keep the legs going around. Dab off that glow. I'm not glowing, I'm sweating a lot. Good job, everyone. Again, as with all of these short workouts, do not underestimate just because you're not able to be out for long, long periods of time. This valuable training is going to take you far. But doing something with structure versus just sitting on the bike and getting rolled into whatever other people are doing, say, I want to work on that today. I'm going to commit to that. I want to be a better climber. I want to think about what I'm doing when I'm climbing. I want to think about how the power is delivered. So for now, just about finish your 20 minutes. We'll have more coming up. Keep checking the channel. Please subscribe. It helps us appear to more people and helps us share more on the channel. So subscribe. It's just a follow. And we will look forward to seeing you next time. That's a wrap.